My sister was changing her clothes, but my brother suddenly came in, looking at his sister's beautiful body. The brother's heart became very hot. He couldn't control his desire any longer. No one taught them the difference between men and women, because they've been locked up in this dark attic. The mother, who wanted to marry a lawyer, poisoned her 4 children. To marry a lawyer, her mother poisoned her 4 children. She put rat poison in the bread, and then she had grandma hand it to the children. I didn't realize that my youngest son was so hungry. He ate all the bread by himself. Soon the youngest son became too poisoned. The siblings begged their mother to save their brother, but the cruel mother didn't just beat them, and that none of you will escape. In order to survive, the siblings could only take advantage of the quiet of the night. They sneaked out of the attic with their sister. They swore on the train that they would make their bad mother pay. 5 years passed in the blink of an eye. With the adoption of kind-hearted people, the 3 of them grew up healthy, and the mother managed to get her inheritance. She lived a life of luxury with her lawyer. On this day, the siblings' adoptive father died. My sister secretly took out a picture of my mother. She couldn't control herself and called her. I did not expect the mother after hearing that it was her daughter. She hung up the phone without hesitation. It seems that her mother has not changed at all. The 2 of them can only rely on each other. My brother is a good-looking man. He made a name for himself in a hospital. The director's daughter fell in love with him right away, and his sister dances every day at a dance institute. He dreams of becoming a big star one day. My sister's body is developing more and more mature. Looking at his sexy sister, brother couldn't help but remember the scene with his sister in the attic. He couldn't control his desire any longer, but just when he was about to take the next step, his sister told him they already had a child who died young. Although she loved her brother very much, but she can't follow the same path as her parents. I hope they won't make any more mistakes. But while they were chatting, their 3rd sister hid in the doorway, witnessing what was happening in the house. By the next day, the sister was ready to say goodbye to her brother. She met a handsome man. He promised her a leading role in a musical. In order to become famous, she followed her boyfriend to New York. But what she didn't expect was, her boyfriend is not only surrounded by beautiful women, but he was also a real domestic abuser. Sister here every day is very tormented. She wished she could go back to her brother. The day at her brother's graduation ceremony, the sister arrived in heavy makeup. The brother and sister hugged each other excitedly. But when she saw that her brother already had a girlfriend, she gave up the idea of coming back. She could only wish her brother a happy life. But on the way home, boyfriend finds out about her intimate relationship with her brother. My sister tried to explain, but her boyfriend didn't believe her. At that moment, a big truck came from the side and crashed into each other. The boyfriend was killed, and my sister was lucky enough to survive and gave birth to her boyfriend's baby without her boyfriend's ties. She took the baby and moved in with her brother. Just when things were looking up, their 3rd sister missed her mother too much. She found her mother. She wanted her mother to attend a parent-teacher conference at school, but the mother said she didn't know her. She turned around and left. The 3rd sister was devastated. She secretly ate rat poison. By the time the siblings found out, the 3rd sister is already in the box. They blamed it all on their mother. They think she must have put the rat poison there. In her eyes, they're all a burden. Revenge was imminent. The sister found a lawyer as a stranger.